Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season number 4. It is Complexity Gaming versus Not Today. Thank you so much for joining us. Go home and be a family man. That's right, the Guile theme to play us in. But you know what? We got a best of 3 series here today to lead us off. All right, our only series today, obviously. Complexity Gaming versus Not Today. Two vastly different teams than what they once were. Complexity. Well, they've lost Limp. He went to another squad. Of course, joining NIP to be their offlaner more than likely, or mid laner. I'm not sure where they plan on putting him now that 8-Mother is gone. But he is no more. And with that being said, we will jump into the game. No IX Mike. Complexity was playing with him for a period of time. He has stopped playing. They have Swindle and Z-Freak, their old standbys. They got Jipples, the stand-in. What a name. His Kappa face. We got a lot of Kappa going on in chat right now, I'm sure. Squee, a NEL standby, and ZYZZY, add an extra Y for whatever reason. Standing in currently for Complexity. An interesting roster to be sure. For Not Today, you've got their standard squad, at least standard in this patch and in this metagame. Misco, Smash, Ifrit, Van, and Rowlers to lead things off. And, well, I wouldn't have it any other way. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Here on the Canada Cup, I'm alone, but you know what? That's fine. I do just fine by myself. Chat, you're looking sexy as always. Keep looking good. Shout out to everybody joining me today. And, of course, yeah, good stuff. A draft getting it away. Lion and Ancient Apparition for Not Today. Complexity to pick up the great Juggernaut. Kind of a far cry from what we saw earlier. Enigma / Shadow Fiend picked up first and second in both games for Secret up against Virtus Pro. That was quite the game, quite the series. Virtus Pro, rip. Not their best series, unfortunately. I like their drafts, but it just wasn't enough going up against Secret. Now you've got a completely different, I guess, roster between these two squads. A completely different lineup between the two of them. The Vengeful Spirit, the Juggernaut picked up the Ancient Apparition, the Lion as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Smash Esme Pastor. The thing about Smash is right now that he's playing the offlane. At least last time I saw him, he was playing the offlane. Ifrit playing the mid lane. Kind of interesting. Let's see how it goes. Couple bans coming in. All right, guys, this draft's gonna need. Let's pick it up. Come on. We got a Dota game to play. Let's get going. All right. No reserve time being used whatsoever. That's kind of a problem.
10 seconds remaining.
The draft will probably take 10 more minutes, and you know that's fine.
5 seconds remaining.
For those of you joining us, the drinking game today, every time Smash gets a triple kill or more, you take a drink. How about that? That sounds pretty good. Any other drinking games we can think of? Any other rules? Not sure. We'll find out. Ember Spirit banned. They're hoping they have to, they don't want to deal with Smash's heroes. Ember Spirit is certainly one of them. But again, last time we saw this team, Smash was playing the offlane. I'm sure Complexity know this. But I guess Ifrit's Ember is also pretty solid. I've seen it before. Pretty good hero for him. Nice. F-World just got home.
Radiant team ban.
I'll have him join me for the next game. Nyx Assassin ban, Medusa ban even as well. Ugh. That hero. Remaining. You look at that thing, you're like, oh god, what is that?
Radiant
Medusa. Disgusting looking. Hero Sniper ban, the 4th ban, no peeping coming out. Hoo hoo ha ha, not going to be happening. Shrapnel all day, every day. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. That hero deserves to be banned. Stupid, imbalanced hero, in my opinion. Ice Frog, please, nerf. Would like that very much so. Ancient Apparition line. Good support duo to start things off. Line is going to give him the finger. That poor Vengeful Spirit. We'll see how things turn out. She probably is going to get obliterated by that finger of death. The Line going to go and absolutely destroy her. Ancient Apparition. Very good against the Juggernaut. The Healing Ward obviously coming out. The Ice Blast for the AA. Quite the ability. But also pretty fragile. I mean, he's brittle. Let's be honest. He's a giant shard of ice. It's unfortunate. Also, have you noticed this? Ancient Apparition, he doesn't have a mouth. It's very sad. He like whispers. I don't know how he gets it done. He's able to use his words, but he doesn't have a mouth. That's a big problem. Nor does Juggernaut, but he's wearing a mask. So I guess it's fine. They go for the Doom. The big bad Doom himself going to come out. Big ultimate, Scorched Earth, Level Death, Devour. Quite the kit. In the offlane, pretty good. Juggernaut and Venge might be able to kill him with another hero. Scorched Earth is going to allow him to live, but he can always transition into that jungle eventually, get some Devour creeps going, take a couple of camps using a right-click, maybe get a Stout Shield and a Quelling Blade. We'll see how things turn out. The Doom, very good against the Juggernaut later on into the game. Jug, even with Blade Fury, he's still going to get doomed up, and when Doom gets an Aghanim Scepter as well, he'll be doing some work. The damage is going to be surreal.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they try to deal, how they try to deal with this Doom. I think you can shut him down early with these two heroes plus another support in that lane for complexity. And we'll see what Swindle's playing. I think maybe he plays the Juggernaut in this situation. He used to be the mid player for complexity, but since everybody's left, he's had to take over that carry role. Oh, they go for the Enigma. We'll see if Z-Freak grabs this up. I think Z-Freak is the jungling player for complexity. I'm not 100% sure on that, but this is a solid choice. You already have an advantage because you have a jungling hero in comparison to the two laners coming up from Not Today. So that's the small leg advantage goes the way of complexity, assuming he doesn't get killed a ton and gets roamed on, which, I mean, it's a big assumption, so.
10 seconds
Chat is blowing
remaining.
up Smash SP Pastor. He truly is. Is this caster
5
drunk? Oh god, it's
seconds
happening.
remaining.
It's happening already. No. No. I'm not drunk.
Reserve time.
We talked about this last time. I have yet to have a single drink in my body. That could change for game number 2, but yeah. 40 seconds left on reserve time for Not Today. They've already grabbed themselves the Doom, so they need a mid laner and a safe laner for their squad. What will it be? That's the question. The answer hopefully coming soon. Within 30 seconds of reserve time, they go for the Storm Spirit for Ifrit. He played that super well in one of his early group stage matches. I'm a big fan of the Storm. Probably will see the 2-0-4 build or 2-0-3, and then Ball Lightning, and then maybe get your last point of Overload. And the point of doing that is being able to ball or bully a hero out of lane, putting a lot of pressure early on, doing a lot of damage, because pull is nice. But if you already have lockdown, you're able to rotate in with another hero and get kills easily because the overload damage is ridiculous. 4 points at overload. How much damage does that give you? 90 per right click. That's 90 extra damage per right click that you're dealing every time you use Static Remnant, which is, I mean, again, you want to get one Static Remnant off as well when you Ball Lightning in. So you Ball Lightning, right click, Static Remnant, right click, and then you hopefully have the kill already because that's a lot of damage early on, but with another hero nearby, that should be enough to secure the kill, but it's not always that easy. And now Complexity Gaming, they have to find a way to deal with this Storm Spirit. Freaking blue ball of energy. Fat ass. At least they changed him to look a little bit more handsome. You remember the old Storm Spirit? He was not a good looking dude. Nice electric throwing out the Mont note in chat. What's up, dude? Hello to chat. How are you, everybody? Wow, we just got a lot of viewers seemingly out of nowhere. Guys, you'll be my co-casters for today. Keep it clean. There's probably going to be a lot of Smash SP Pastors, but, you know. Oh, that's actually, somebody just posted this in chat. I do want to make a statement myself. As many of you know, Union Gaming have been disqualified despite winning their series against X-Fire or Summoner's Rift. There have been some pictures and streams that have kind of just arisen that have shown them alt-tabbing, looking at the stream, and because of their past behavior on that squad and multiple instances of stream cheating, Dota 2 Canada Cup have decided to disqualify Union from any further competition and also ban them for 6 months from any further Dota 2 Canada Cup action. So, with that being said, Summoner's Rift will move on. Union Gaming, they had a chance. Unfortunately, they were under the microscope. They knew that, and they made the wrong decision. And because of that, they won't be able to participate in this season's Canada Cup in the playoffs and, of course, for later Canada Cups in the next coming months. So, it's a bit unfortunate that that had to happen. I actually was a big fan of the way they played. I love their new roster, but
10 seconds
you just can't keep doing this shit, guys. It can't happen, all right? You have to be, you're scrutinized so heavily that even if you weren't in the wrong, which is probably not the case, you have to make the right decisions. So, just something that happened. I did want to touch on it a bit. And now back into the draft. Not today. They get their last pick going. They also banned the Tidehunter Lastus. They still need an offlane for Complexity Gaming. They also banned at the Slark, a very strong ban as they need their safe lane pick here.
10 seconds remaining.
Beef messaging me on Skype. Thank you so much for the
5
update.
seconds
We got the
remaining.
role positions. Here we go. One position is ZYZZ. Number 2 is Swindle, so he'll be the mid laner.
Reserve
Z-Freak,
time.
the offlane. Squee, your 4 position support, and Jipples, your 5 position support. So Squee will probably grab the Enigma. Z-Freak will be on the offlane, whatever they grab, because they still have to get it. So we'll see how things turn out here. Not today. They have their last pick. What's it going to be? They need their safe laner. The Meepo! The Meepo! They grabbed the Meepo. I'm going insane. This is not a support Meepo. This is a safe lane Meepo. They pull it out of their back pocket. They say, you know what? We got a best of 3 series. What are we going to start off with? Let's go for the Meepo. Let's go. Let's go. Dota 2 Canada Cup, where dreams come and hopefully thrive. We do have a giveaway tonight, by the way. Bill just messaged me, one of the admins, of course. We're giving away a Steel Series Rival Mouse
10 seconds
and G2A.com $10 gift card. Follow and retweet the tweet over at twitter.com/Dota2Canada. Make sure you go ahead and follow them, retweet it. Definitely worth it. That Steel Series mouse. Rival is so good. It's actually the Steel Series Rival mouse that is the Dota 2 mouse. And also comes the Doom, I think his sword, one of his swords.
10 seconds remaining.
It's beautiful. Beastmaster, the last pick for compLexity Gaming. They'll go with the offlane Beastmaster, trying to get as much vision across the map as possible. Get that roar going. Take down that dude. Take down that Meepo. I like the draft from both squads. How's it going to end up? We'll wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for the Dota 2 Canada Cup. Let's get some hype going. Ifrit is playing the Meepo. They're going to give Smash the Storm. It's time to get hype, folks. There we go. The Smash Storm. Smash me Pastor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And the draft now completed. I kind of timed that. I thought the draft was going to end right as I played that song. Didn't actually work out.
5 seconds
It happens.
remaining.
Let's go. Can we get in the game? Not today, please. No pausing. This is a Dota match. We have to be on time. That's all right. We'll get some introductions here for the Dire team. For compLexity, a.k.a. the NEL stack, you have ZYZZ on your Juggernaut, Squee on your Enigma, Swindle on your Templar Assassin, Z-Freak on your Beastmaster, and Jipples playing your Vengeful Spirit. Not today, please. God damn it. That was an accident, man. I'll tell you. Chat, if you think not today are going to take the victory on the back end of that Meepo, type 1. Or, I guess, Keepo. That's fine, too. If you think compLexity are going to take the victory, type 2. This is going to be quite the matchup. So with this Meepo, your farm in lane is going to be not great. And you can almost, if compLexity, the reason this pick works out for not today is because there's no real threat of an aggro tri-lane coming out from compLexity. They're most certainly going to send the Beastmaster down to the bottom lane. An aggro tri-lane with a jungle Enigma is pretty much impossible. You could do it. It just seems really, really bad. So this is going to be all about the safe lane, getting farm for the Juggernaut. And also, Meepo is so good against the Juggernaut. Omni Slash gets just tanked up by all of the Meepo clones, and then you can't kill him. The Meepo will survive in the fight. There's not much AoE to work with. There is a black hole, which is nice. Axes are okay. Side blades are okay. But for the most part, there's no real Meepo counter here. There's no Chain Frost. There's no, like, Reaper Scythe coming out. There's nothing to really bring down a Meepo and kill him quickly. There's not a lot of burst damage coming through. So, I feel as if this is a very solid pick. And I'm not sure. Misco is playing the Meepo. What is happening? Is this a support Meepo? What's the... I don't know. Rowler's... Actually, that's an off-lane. That's an off-lane. No, that's a line. I'm crazy. All right, I lost it. I'm drunk. Chat, I'm drunk. Gal's theme does go with everything. 80s support music hype. Somebody's ever played Street Fighter. Come on, man. Get it together. See, the hype train just, it grinds to a halt when there's a pause at the beginning of the game. With that being said, I do want to talk about our past couple of series. If you've been joining us on a nightly basis for Dota 2 Canada Cup, you'll know that we've had some really amazing games. Wheel, they 2-0'd Boreal without really any problem whatsoever. It was quite the series. Void Boys took down Leviathan 2-1. That was a very close series. Leviathan, they were doing really well in that third game, and they just couldn't hang on. Fire taking down, actually Union Gaming taking down Summoner's Rift, but then Fire, of course, we already discussed that. Our last quarterfinal matchup coming soon. In this one, compLexity versus Not Today. What just happened? Uh-oh. We need to change our internet like 1 minute or less. All right, here we go. We're going to get a stopwatch up. Nice to have one right next to my computer. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't make any noise. That's unfortunate. Just pretend that I started my stopwatch. Either way. We have the musical disconnects coming. God damn it, I did it again. We have the musical disconnects coming out from Not Today. compLexity just sitting around chilling. What's up? Not much going on right now. Misco, please. Van, please. They're at 40 seconds. They have 20 seconds to go. Are they going to make it back in time? I'm going to put my money on no. Oh, we got one. Will we get the second? Van. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Didn't make it in time. Van, you do not win the prize. Oh, he was so close too. 10 seconds away from getting back on time. Van, it's all right. That was pretty accurate. It was about 1 minute or less. It was close. Van will reconnect to the game. He'll jump onto the... What are we missing here? You have Lion, Ancient Apparition. Doom. That's the one. All right. There we go. Great. Now I have to turn off my Steam profile because people have to friend me. Making it bad for everybody, man. That's all right. Oh. I'm going to hit my K button, which magically makes my camera look a lot better. Boom. Done. Ifrit going for the 1 GG branch start. Is this a mid-meepo? They've rotated Ifrit onto the meepo, smash onto the Storm Spirit. We'll wait and see what they decide to do. I think Smash Storm is probably going into the mid lane, but I could be wrong about that. Ifrit has been the mid lane player for Not Today for some time. Now ZYZZ, Swindlemelons, and Z-Freak, they're heading down to the mid lane as well. We might see a clash here. Level 1 clash coming out at the top rune spot. This could be problematic. A level 1 for Lion, I think for Not Today, it's okay. In comparison of compLexity, Enigma level 1's pretty terrible, so I think that Not Today probably have the advantage here. Van's going to walk up to the high ground. Early Call of the Wild Hawk skilled up. They're going to walk right up. Magic Missile into Misco. It's a big fight brewing. Midnight Pulse goes. Misco's going to go down first blood. ZYZZ going to work that play fear. It's going to be 2. It's a double kill for ZYZZ, and it's a goddamn disaster for Not Today. Smash backing away. Magic Missile's up. Smash in trouble. No axes. Squee doesn't have Midnight Pulse, but look at the right click. They're going to throw out another Hawk to get vision. They're going to take 3 kills. compLexity. They're on the wrecking ball train here. compLexity get 3 kills. They'll back up. Not today. A goddamn disaster indeed. Even with Chilling Touch, they can't take a single hero down. That fight goes horribly wrong. compLexity get 1,000 gold early on in the game. They get the top bounty rune as well for Squee. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong for Not Today. What a fight. Oh, man. All dead indeed. And now Z-Freak sitting at level 1.5 heads to the bottom lane. Not Today's Ifrit did get the bounty rune as well. A big, big rune coming out for Ifrit, getting that Divided We Stand early on. I wish it said what levels that were... Because I always get confused and I forget which levels the Meepo gets them. I believe it's level 3, 7, something like that. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's a weird hero. Squee and ZYZZ. Squee rotates up top. 4 clarities. No single ward block. So his jungle is free. He's already level 2. 4.5 black hole. More than likely coming out from your Enigma. Misco rotating to the bottom lane. Z-Freak getting vision with Hawk as well as the Boar, which was killed by Misco using his Earth Spike. Ifrit just trying to get CS here in the bottom lane. 1 and 2 thus far. Mid lane, Smash Storm Spirit against Swindlemelons, the match by the Sentry. Smash is probably going to have kind of a rough time early on here. Swindle with Side Blades and Refraction has a better kit to work with against Smash. So I think this lane should be TA favored. Z-Freak getting caught out. They do have Earthbind ready to go. He's going to axe and try to get his way to freedom. He'll head over here. He's going to eat his way out. Will he make it through? Earthspike's ready to go. He's going to use it. There's the Chilling Touch. Earthbind does connect. Poof about to go for Ifrit, not even being used. And Z-Freak with boots is pretty speedy. Misko doesn't have Earthspike for 4 seconds. Z-Freak is just going to walk away. They can't kill him. He probably stays alive here. Another Earthspike, maybe not. Earthbind on cooldown. They can't kill him. He's too fast. They don't have boots. Z-Freak's going to walk right away. He's going to salve up as well. Misko and Rowler's going to chase him down. He'll make a hawk, but he's fine. Easy for Z-Freak. Stays alive. Van, level 2, getting a haste rune. Not the best hero for a haste rune, but at least he can leech experience without really going down. They could magic missile him, but he's too tanky. He has Scorched Earth, and he's going to check the jungle. And squeeze like that, just leave me alone, please. I want to farm. Just get out of here. Top lane, Van's still just being an asshole. He's going to try to pull. He's going to devour. He gets that Dark Troll, Summoner, and Snare. Very nice for him. Mid lane, Smash and Swindlemelon's duking it out. 8-12. So Smash surprisingly having the advantage here in this matchup. I do want to remind people this is a US East match. And of course, Peruvian squad of Not Today have a bit of a ping disadvantage. Not by much, but it's still a ping disadvantage nonetheless. Ifrit going to throw up the Earthbind. He has Pounce, or Poof, rather, he uses it up. Another Earthbind coming with his clone. The Earthspike as well. Z-Freak going to go down. And finally, with that clone, Ifrit's able to secure that kill, which is a big pickup. Me-pwned indeed. That's a team name. Smash in the mid lane has Static Remnant. Level 2 Overload got a bottle up as well. Swindlemelon sitting on 600 gold. He's trying to get to his bottle. I think it's maybe crowing back to the base. It is. 11-16 last hit. Smash leading the way. Smash SP Passer. He's doing well, man. ZYZZ top lane. The top of the CS charts. 21. Enigma is second, unsurprisingly, here in the jungle. He is level 4. Well on his way to a 4.5 minute black hole timing. And also has... Will we see the Fabled Midas rush on the Enigma? He's got a lot of gold. I mean, he got that bounty rune. He got a couple of assists as well going his way. Maybe a Midas might not be out of the realm of possibility for Squee. I don't know if it's a bad choice this game. Anytime you can get a Midas under like 4 minutes, you might as well. Swindlemelons. Refraction. This mid lane matchup now pretty even at this point with Swindle getting level 5, Sideblade's going to work, and Refraction at level 3. This is now his matchup to win, it looks like. Rowlers does pick up a Invis rune, it looked like, and was it not an Invis rune? I don't think it was. I think he just smoked up and he had to use it as he was getting spotted out by the boar. Top 3 CS are going to be complexity side.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And so far, other than that, like, ridiculous level 1 fight up in the top jungle, this game is pretty much standard. And we say that, but there's a Meepo in the game, and it's anything but standard when you have a Meepo. Actually going for a bottle, 1,200 gold. Is this the fabled Ags rush for the Meepo? More than likely gets a point booster sometime in the near future. And then Blink Dagger bots, probably.
Radiant's top tower
There's like a lot of items. Oh, he goes for the treads. That's kind of interesting. But that will help him farm. It'll help him stay alive. It'll help him be in fights early on. I like the choice, I suppose. 34 CS. What about ZYZZ? He goes for the phase boots. We've seen a lot of treads on Juggernaut recently, but I think phase is just as fine in this situation. TP up into the top lane. Van could jungle, honestly. And it is the Midas for the Enigma. 5-minute Midas coming out for the Enigma. It's going to fly to him right now. Pretty nice. So his mech is going to be even quicker. He has his level 6. He's had it for a while, too. He'll Midas up a creep. He'll even look, yeah, he's going to Midas a creep in short order, and he'll be fine. Chat's flaming me for making a Meepone pun. Come on, guys. It's all right. Just relax. You don't have to get upset, all right? Why have to be mad? It's only a game. ZYZZ continuing to farm to the top lane, has the Healing Ward, Blade Dance, Blade Fury, all level 1. This guy's dabbling in a little bit of everything, just not really going for any real commitment. Ball lightning. Squee doesn't have mana for Black Hole. He does have Malefice. He'll use it. Smash still taking some damage. He does have plenty of mana to ball lightning up to the high ground. And did he get the rune? No. Squee got the haste rune. He'll be able to head back home if he wants to. No soul ring. So because he doesn't have that soul ring, he can't Black Hole Smash there and get that kill. And that was kind of a ballsy play for Smash. He probably knew that there wasn't going to be a soul ring plus Black Hole available, but still. Z-Freak might get caught out. Misko going to walk forward. Has his Earth Spike, has X. Ice Vortex. Ifrit's going to walk in. Earthbind. Poof is up as well. Z-Freak gets poofed on twice. Boom. Shakalaka. Nice kill.
You okay?
Ifrit gets it done. Z-Freak, or ZYZZ, excuse me. There's two Z's on their team. It's going to confuse the shit out of me. 6 minutes and 40 seconds, 47 CS. I don't know if he's missed a single CS this game. That's damn impressive. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to change something here on my screen. Boom. Sorry about that. Smash versus Swindlemelon here in this mid lane. It's a tale as old as time. Swindlemelon's 36 CS, 35 CS for Smash. Very, very even. ZYZZ, Morbid Mask, Mask of Madness done soon. Tier 1 tower being assaulted, rotation top coming up from Misko, as well as Smash. They have to be careful. These are a deadly duo to be sure. Line, no finger, only level 4. TP coming in on the Doom. No level 6. He has Citric Conqueror up. They get the tower. ZYZZ Hex up. Magic Missile. Earth Spike goes. ZYZZ Blade Fury out. Ball lightning further. He gets doomed up. He just got doomed. ZYZZ in some trouble. He will fall. No deny. The deny from Jipples. Oh, that Vengeful Spirit says, no, I don't think so. You're not getting that. Oh, beautiful play from that Vengeful Spirit. Solid stuff.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, sexy. ZYZZ, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to shout out to the guy in chat who consistently does Craigasm, says something in caps locked and Craigasms again. He's been doing that for like a couple days now. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Top lane. Ziz. Very close to that mom. Just a couple CS away. Smash the mid lane versus Swindlemelon. Again, we go back to the age-old matchup. No Soul Ring yet for Smash. He'll probably go for it sooner rather than later. Soul Ring now done for the Enigma. He's caught up nicely. Van, I believe, is in the jungle. He went for a Midas. He's going to have a very good time here in another couple of minutes. Ifrit, what about him? He has a point booster already. His actual hero is up at the top rune spot. His clone is down bottom. And this Beastmaster hasn't really had a big impact yet. Z-Freak on the Beastmaster. No Roar yet. He's still level 5. Almost 6, but he's not there yet. Swindlemelon's now with Trap up and ready to go. He's level 8. Rotation mid from Miskow. Smash could jump in on Swindle, but he does have Refraction. They also put down a Sentry Ward as well to get vision if he tries to Meld Strike. Rowler's getting chased down by Jipples, who's level 5. I think AA is level 4. So I think there is a slight experience advantage. compLexity because they have a jungling hero. They have a 2,000 net worth lead and a 3,000 experience lead. So a lot of that also comes from the level 1 fight as well. But still, they do have a lead. The highest net worth in the game is Ifrit, though. And he'll start taking over the farm and the CS and the net worth lead because he can just farm across the map with 2, maybe 3 clones in a couple of moments when he gets to that level, I think it's 10. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's 12. I don't know, dude. Z-Freak, 1,100 in gold. What's he going to go for? He's saving up for something. Smash mid lane, very low in health. All right. Anything else going on right now? What's happening? It looks like not today. Just want to... Oh, they want to fight. That's what they want to do. They smoke up with Van as well as Misko. And Smash is kind of low. They have to heal him up. They'll give him his bottle back. He'll regen nicely. He can maybe try to make a go on Swindle, but they have to wait for the wraparound coming out from Misko, who's walking. He's walking. Swindle going to get caught. Hex is going to go. Ball lightning in, but look at the TP rotation. They have to back up. They make the smart call immediately. They get out. I don't think you go for this if you're compLexity. Good rotations coming out from your dire squad. Rowler's is going to get roared. Meanwhile, they do pull Swindle in the mid lane. He might get caught out. He's fine. Rowler's in the meantime is not fine. They did not Omni Slash for that, nor did they need to. So, and they're going to try to transition this into Roshan. They have Wave of Terror, no medallion though. It's very close, but no actual medallion. Swindle will rotate in. And they can't really fight this. They have no real way to get into the pit besides Ball Lightning, and that'd be pretty ballsy. Puns intended everywhere.
Roshan has fallen to the
Nor
Dire.
need I trouble with death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This picks up the Aegis now. They're going to head to the bottom lane. Ifrit is still farming that jungle. He has 2 clones now. He's up to 2,200 gold, has almost a full Aghanim Scepter within about 800 gold, and then this game gets a lot harder for complexity. Bottom lane, Miss Co gets spotted out. They have the vision from the Hog. They don't see him now, but they know exactly where he is. They pick him out. This is the vision that the Dire team have. This is just like, I want an Omni Slash. Blade Fury first. Maybe they don't need it. Axes, yeah, they don't need it. Goodbye, Miss Co. That's just unfortunate. Mask of Madness now pop for Ziz. He'll pop the healing word up as well. Ooh, Swindle brings down Meepo. I missed that big kill. That's huge. Did he have his Aghanim Scepter? He bought, I think, before he died, but still. Big pickup coming up from Swindle Melons. I apologize for the missed camera work, but y'all can deal with it.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Swindle now going to the mid lane. Midas picked up for that Beastmaster. Boom, shakalaka. He's got to find a way to get back into the game. That's one. Did he just sell it? He definitely just sold that. He's like, I'm going to buy Midas. No, just kidding. No, I'm not. Definitely not going to. That's like one of those situations you buy a Midas, your team's like, don't fucking do that, dude. Just don't buy Midas. I feel his pain. Complexity. I don't know if anyone would have given them the chance today against Not Today's roster, a bit more stable than what Complexity have had in the past couple of days, but ZYCZ is going in. 7,000 net worth, although very early on in the game, 12 minutes in, and Smash is yet to get ready to go. Ifrit as well, not up to his Aghanim Scepter. They have to, they have to take this game a bit later, obviously. And even then, Complexity still have a very good, solid team fighting lineup. They have Roar. We've talked about Omni Slash. Black Hole is yet to be used. Bots is going to be the choice coming out from the Beastmaster, so he'll be able to be involved in any of these fights if necessary. We have a split pushing line in the top lane. Yeah, that'll definitely get a tower. 65 base damage. 100% going to work out in your favor. No problems whatsoever, Miss Co. Don't you worry about it. You're not going to get killed. That's a good idea to back up, though. I think that's a smart play. Swindle Melon's mid lane. No. Nope, I'm leaving. Later. Ifrit is 200 gold away from Ags. Squee now has his mech. We haven't really checked out on him. Swindle runs right into Rowlers. He 2 hits him. Meld Strike plus Refraction, more than enough to get that kill. And not the fastest pushing heroes, but they are taking down this tower slowly but surely. But that does mean that there's a possible trade down bottom. There's also a glyph for this too. They'll probably have to use it. I don't know if they defend this, though. They don't want to have to fight into the Aegis. And there's a lot of damage coming out. Smash isn't really ready to go yet. He doesn't have that Orc Malevolence. Doom does take down the tower. Roar into Smash, but where's the follow-up? Swindle's going to walk in. Meld's going to go. Smash is going to ball lightning away. He's going to find a reach or a double damage ring. That'll help out, but he will TP away. And just the rotations are too slow for them to get that kill. They have to have like somebody with a silence, and they don't have anybody that will ever really get a silence in this game, so... And there it is. All right, Aghanim's done at 14 minutes into the game. Not a bad timing for sure, but I mean, not the best timing either. So he has 4 Meepos to work with. So he has 3 clones plus his own hero, and he'll have 5 Meepos to work with at level 17, I believe, is when you get it. But you get so much experience for just farming the jungle as a Meepo anyways that it'll be pretty quick before he gets that 5th Meepo. So... fight happening in the mid lane. Black Hole onto Smash. Getting right-click. Swindle is going to work. They do cancel with a Doom and the Earthbind. Ice Blast is going to go. Swindle already got what he came for. Squee not so lucky to survive that, but pretty big Black Hole. Killing Smash, making sure he doesn't continue to ball out of control, literally. Has the Oblivion Staff, bought another Sage's Mask as well. Just trying to get to that Orchid in. This Orchid's going to be very far delayed. It's going to be 17, 18, probably 20 minutes, I'd say. If he dies one more time, too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I want to throw out a disclaimer that I'm 100% sober today. You could believe me. You don't have to. This was an issue the other day. I'm not sure why you guys insist on the fact that I'd be drunk, but that's okay. I got your back. We got Dota happening, and I'll cast it for you. Meepo heading up to the top. Ooh, the smoke. The new deadly duo between Ifrit and Misko. Smash gonna bait this a bit. They know he's in the trees. Stay in the trees, Smash. No, maybe not. Misko's gonna walk in. Z-Freak spots him out. Nice side trap. Here comes ZYZZ. Oh, the Omni Slash doesn't get off. Big hacks. They do take down Misko, though. Ifrit's got a piece out. Omni Slash gonna go. And he will get one. It looks like Ifrit solo. He finally will go down. Cannot poof out. Smash in the tree line. Axe is going to go. Clears a path for him. He'll ball letting further. Out of mana here in just a moment. The roar is up. ZYZZ, the right click, the meld strike. They blow up 3 heroes. Big fight for complexity. They finish up the SMI for Ziz. Swindlemelon's getting a Desolator here in just a couple of moments. And they will get the tier 2 tower. Big fight coming out. They even buy back on Z-Freak. He bossed in, I believe, after he died. Very big fight coming out from Not Today, or rather, Complexity. And that they are taking the second tier 2 tower down. The only tier 2 outer tower left, right here in this middle lane. And they're going to head towards it. Squeeze pushing it out as the Enigma. Black hole up in 80 seconds. He's got a while to go. Ags is done for Doom. Nice timing, but they got to use that Doom pretty soon because at this point, this is going to be trouble. And by the way, Doom did get the purge from the Satyr Trickster. What is that for exactly? I don't think you can purge off Refraction. I'm pretty sure you can't. I don't know, man. That's a kind of an interesting pickup. I'm not sure why he would go for that. The slow is nice, I guess. It's a pretty short cooldown, but I don't know if that's the best ability to use.
I'll take that as tribute.
Swindle gets doomed up, but that did literally nothing. Refraction was already used before he got doomed, and he might get Ice Blasted, and that might be enough to kill him. He will avoid the Ice Blast. He doesn't even get hit by the trail. Swindle is actually 100% fine.
Dire's middle tower.
Meepo poofing out of existence into the mid lane. Almost 2,000 gold in the bank for him. Blink Dagger should be coming after. But the top 3 net worth, all going for complexity. They have a 10,000 net worth lead. That is impressive. A 10,000 experience lead as well. Desolator now done for the TA. A frightening hero to be sure. Who knows what secret she's got. Lanaya, spooky, spooky hero. Z-Freak. They blew up the... Okay, I guess there was an ancient apparition here that I missed. Complexity on the hunt. They're looking for Van. Jipples, Magic Missile, Wave of Tear, Swap. Might be used. There it goes. Malefice, level death, and he's like, I'm gonna hit you, but I'm dead anyways. Shit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Swindle, Jipples, Squee, top lane, middle lane, bottom lane. Action's happening everywhere. Top lane, they're pushing in. Smash going for the tier 2 tower. Has to TP back home. Tier 3 tower getting assaulted. Ooh, that Desolator armor reduction, though. That tower is not... It's feeling naked. It's hurting. Glyph's gonna go. Swindlemon will take it down. And they're gonna keep going. I don't think they have Aegis, though. Ice Blast gonna sail through. Ziz? Ooh, they avoid it. And they 360 walk away. Smash. He ball lanes back. He doesn't have his Orchid still. The Melee Rex. Rip. They'll get it and they'll back away. Already, 19.5 minutes into the game, Melee Rex is done. They can't even get the tier 2 top lane because Ifrit realizes there's a TP rotation coming in. And they see the TP coming up for the Juggernaut. ZYZZ or Ziz or Z's will go back to work. This first game has been a clinic. It's been a clinic put on by complexity. Whether it's been that level 1 fight, early Midnight Pulse for the Enigma, early Midas as well. Swindlemelon's having a fantastic time mid lane after, I'd say, about the 4-minute mark. Z-Freak, okay time, but Ziz or ZYZZ just showing why Juggernaut's still such a solid hero despite all of the changes, his agility gain being nerfed in the last patch, the range for Omni Slash being nerfed. Still such a good hero. And picks up a Perseverance for maybe a Lincoln Sphere. And that's very good against the Doom, against the Pole. And that's about it. I guess Finger slash yeah, Finger / Hex is pretty good against as well. So, a solid choice. What about Smash? 21 minutes in, finally picks up the Orchid. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. I just don't think it's enough. And the Meepo now has 1,000 gold on top of Aghanim's Blink Dagger. We've seen Meepo stall out games before. It's a pretty big possibility that they get back into this game with a big fight, but they could also just lose outright. Van, Black Hole might go for him. Now, Melt Strike. Doom not able to get off. He got killed in 2 hits. Swindlemon, he's doing that type of damage. That is a tanky-ass hero, and he just vanishes out of existence by getting right-clicked down to nothingness. Swindlemelons proceeds to just ball over this lane. 4,000 gold in the bank. Net worth of 13,000. Just kidding. It's a Battle Fury for ZYZZ. Oh, yeah, no, it's Lincoln's Fury. That's a good choice. Yeah, no, it's fine. Nope, going Battle Fury. All right, let's go. They'll head into Roshan as well. Battle Fury for Meepo. That is some next level thinking coming up from ZYZZ or Ziz. You know, it's fine. Omnislash only does 1 target, but if I get Battle Fury, Cleave is going to be real. Let's go.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
They take down Roche. They get the Aegis. Second Roshan, no cheese just yet, but with the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe compLexity even get the 3rd Roche as well. Top lane Smash. He is alone. They're rotating every hero. He needs to be very careful. Does this ward scout out the rotating Enigma? I don't think so. But Smash rightly stays in the trees. Hawk, I don't think scouts him out. And he ball landings away and he'll TP out, actually. Smart play coming out from Smash. He was almost in some big trouble there. And so with 1 melee Rex gone, the game is still, I mean, in not today's grasp. They can take this game back somehow. But if they lose a set of Rex top, I don't know. It gets a lot harder.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tier 3 tower getting assaulted. Not today. They've got to make a play happen. Ifrit thinks that the play is to go for the tier 1 tower mid. That's probably fine, but they also need to defend the Rax. Glyph's not available, by the way. Blink Doom finally online. Will they use it on Swindle? They still have that Lincoln Sphere. The level death. He gets his BKB off in the meantime, though. He's going to try to fight here. The right click. Ifrit getting roared up. ZYZZ. Omnislash goes through. Goodbye, Ifrit. He does have buyback. He'll have to use it. Rattlers is going to fall. They will have to buy back on Van as well. TP's in. Smash to the backside trying to fight up. Nice Earthbind. Jipple's about to fall. Smash gets blown up. ZYZZ triple kill. So many buybacks. ZYZZ still with the Aegis. Gets Earth Spike. Blade Fury is available. He might have to use it. Ifrit solo. Meanwhile, Smash, Van, ZYZZ doesn't go for that kill. Ultra kill for Smash. They turn the fight around. They have to use every single buyback, and they lose their Rax. They're going to get all 5 heroes. ZYZZ's going to get obliterated. Rampage for Smash. He ain't dead yet. 5,000 gold. What a fight. That team fight recap, please. Fight recap. Come on, man. You have one job to do. Oh. What an engagement. Top Rax gone. Buyback status. The only one not to use it was Misko. compLexity. They lose all 5 heroes, but mission accomplished nonetheless. And that does provide Smash his Bloodstone. He literally just buys a full Bloodstone outright as he gets a full-on Rampage. Quite the fight for Smash and not today. Although, again, they lose their top Racks. They lose their bottom Racks in the process as well. I don't really think that fight... I mean, despite getting everybody, they have to buy back on so many heroes that that fight just doesn't turn out to be worth it, really, at all. Middle lane, Smash is looking... He's on the hunt, man. He's on the hunt for more gold. Squeer was the one to pick up the Lincoln Sphere, by the way, which is a very solid choice. The smoke to the seat. Looks like compLexity want to put the nail in the coffin. ZYZZ Heading down mid. Rowlers. Look out, buddy. Van, Rowlers, get up to the high ground. Get out of there. They make it out. Very smart movement from Not Today, realizing that everyone on the map is missing with the exception of the top lane, Z-Freak Beastmaster. But it looks like this is where they'll enter. They'll probably just take the creep wave, and now you've got to move to defend top lane. Although, the smoke, the complexity wraparound against complexity. We got some Inception level shit happening right now. Creeps in the base. The huts! Save the huts! Polyrath, I choose you. Nice. That's sick. Good effigy. Keep that alive. Smash again on the hunt for another target. Who's he gonna go for? The smoke now dissipated. The trap countered. Gem picked up for Van. I'm pretty sure that's not his gem. It's Jipple's, in fact. Swindle Melons. 2.6k gold. Maybe finishes up that match style. Could go for a Daedalus. NKB not really needed because no one's going to go for a Butterfly. There's no real evasion on the team. I think Daedalus is probably the better choice if he wants to go for that. He could go for another defensive item. Does he have a BKB yet? Yeah, he does. Okay. I just said that. And yeah, I saw in the last fight. I'm losing it. I've lost it. Jipples will grab a bounty rune. Squee has a blink dagger now, so blink black hole, which he's used like once. That's about it. They're being very patient about pushing in. They might just want to wait for the next item. ZYZZ finishes up BKB, so that's his item. Roche is down for a long time. So what was probably a very fast-paced game now turning into a bit of a farm fest, but for good reason. There's no real rush, I think, for complexity. But neither there's, I mean, if they let Ifrit get back into this game, he can start carrying. He does have an ultimate orb for probably a Scotty at some point. It's just so hard, though. TA snowballed so heavily that she is a force to be reckoned with. She does a lot of damage, especially with Meld Strike and Desolator going to work. They need an armor item. Is Van going for an Assault Cuirass? He has a Ghost Scepter, so he doesn't want to get right-clicked down. They need some Assault Cuirass, though, or any armor item, really. Storm could get like a Sheaves Guard, that's fine, but an Assault Cuirass could be huge for Van and his team. And I think that should be the item he goes for next. I guess you could go Refresher, which is probably good, too.
Double damage.
You
have enough mana for it with an Aghanim Scepter, so... yeah, I guess Refresher might be the way to go. Necro Book being purchased at 28 minutes in. I'm not sure if that's the choice. It's kind of late for a Necro, but I guess on a Beastmaster it's fine. It's not like a Lycan. And it helps push you into the base. I guess it's probably okay because you have Mega Creeps. You can, you know, well, you have Super Creeps. You can jump in from the backside. Is this a smoke?
Dire's middle
Dan
tower is
probably
under
going to
attack.
get caught out. Blink not there. Okay, none of them have Blink. Dagger Screw is a bit too far behind. They're going to head mid.
Dire
Smash might get
structures
jumped down,
are
but he does have
fortified.
Ball Lightning. And Nisco is going to run away as well, so... I think you could just push down mid if you're complexity now. There's no real threat of you, like, if you lose a fight, then maybe you take it slower, but there was no buybacks, and I think they should have punished that. There's buybacks at a minute and a half for all of these players, and I really think that they should try to focus and try to get a set of racks here before buybacks are back up and ready to go. Hey man, don't... Polyrath's good. He's a good Pokemon. Leave him alone. Nothing on that courier. No way they get to it in time. They need blinks on some of these heroes, I think, if they're trying to go for these types of picks. Poor Hawk. Smash kills it with Ball Lightning. 30 minutes into the game. Complexity are being very patient. We have no idea when Roche is going to respawn here. We'll find out momentarily. They do have a trap as well, so they know exactly when it'll be up. Whoa, 3 minutes. Almost max duration. Almost max duration Roche on respawn, so we might have 3 more minutes to wait before we actually get into the base. And that means 3 more minutes of Ifrit farming. And he'll be very clear. He actually has enough for his second ultimate orb. No Scotty unless he has it on the courier. No. And Smash is up to 2,000 gold, but you're going to have to save her buyback, I think.
Here I am.
Any smokes? I don't think so. And they'll continue to sit around Roche and push out bottom lane. They're kind of just playing together for the most part. They're not splitting up. They're not really going across the map alone, whereas Not Today are doing a lot of that. Good blink from Misko, but I think he's still dead anyways. Wow. Such jukes. And he's gonna TP back home. 2 minutes and counting for Roche respawn. We might finally see an end to this game. Or it could go on for another 20 minutes and somehow Not Today could get back into it. It could go either way at this point. Whoa, Cameron, what's going on, buddy? They are really being patient with this, though. Smash. All lightning further. It's like there's no actual Enigma nearby. It's Black Hole.
Over here now.
He does have Blink. They're baiting this kind of. Smash is in the river. A fight is sort of brewing here. Not Today nearby, ready to jump, or, well, it looks like they're going to back up. Malphus goes. Van in trouble. Smash as well needs to get away. Van, I don't think, is going to be so lucky. They're going to try to fight. Doom is up on his Swindle. This is going to be the fight of all fights. Finger, ZYZZ in trouble, but look at the damage. Swindle the side blades. The huge black hole onto 2. Smash is going to fall. Misko, he gets healed up, but the Bloodstone does work. It's just not enough. They'll have 3 or 4 heroes falling. Swindle gets a triple kill. Everybody has buyback with the exception of Misko. They'll probably have to use it here. Buyback from ZYZZ. They want to finish this game off. It's a bold strategy for ZYZZ to buy back, but that's fine. Flip is available. Tier 3 tower in trouble. Buyback on Smash. Ice Blast gonna connect. Swindle in trouble. Orchid coming out. Smash. Level Death pops the BKB. They do blow him up though. Squee. No Black Hole. Midnight Pulse. They take him down. Jipple's getting a toast. Gets pushed back. Slowed up. I think it was a purge actually from the Doom. Satyr Trickster. Ziz has Omni Slash. He wants to use it. Bots in. Omni goes. Van. No buyback. Ifrit poofing away. Smash. Died back. Gets obliterated. TP in from Swindle. He buys back. Ifrit, the only thing he can do is try to push off this creep. And just giant push coming from compLexity. But now Mega Creeps come out in compLexity. They should take this game. Swindlemelon's getting low. A dieback. ZYZZ gets hexed up. Ice Blast. Their 2 cores are dead. But it's maybe a little too late here as they've lost all sets of racks. Z-Freak getting pushed back as well. Not Today with a big fight. They hold their tier 4 towers. They might even get Z-Freak. Earthspike, just the tip connects. The Hex is up available in 1 second. Pounce in. Big roar into Ifrit, but Z-Freak still gets hexed. Another Earthbind. They'll keep him locked in. He'll fall. And both cores still down for 70 seconds. No buyback for compLexity. They got a bit antsy, but now you have to push out all of the lanes here if you are Not Today. They'll have everyone else push down mid. A couple of the clones from Not Today staying back at the base. Ifrit has to be very careful. This one clone very low in health. Manta Style picked up. Ifrit gets a lot of money off the back end of that fight. Diffusal Blade ready to go. Level 2 Diffusal Blade. He said, screw the Scotty. I'm going level 2 Diffusal. He also picks up a Manta Style. And they're going to try to push into Megas. They have to go through tier 2 towers. By the time they get to the tier 3, it'll be 20 seconds before compLexity are respawning, more than likely. This is a tough push in. And all in really coming up from Not Today. They might actually just have to back, and that's going to be what they're doing. They're going to head to Roche instead. I would be super surprised if Not Today could take this game somehow. They're a full 3 sets of racks down. Tier 4 is the only buildings in their base alive. And they'll take the Aegis from Meepo. She's going to smash. But they don't take a tier 3 tower or even get close. And Not Today, I think they gave themselves a bit more time to work with this Aegis and with this cheese. At least 5 minutes, probably. compLexity can try to get in and force out another fight, but they won't have buyback. And if they die again, then maybe, I think Not Today could just push down mid. What the hell is happening this game? Not Today still have a possibility to win this game. It'll take some heavy throws from compLexity, but there's still that way that they can win. Although these Mega Creeps are just going to work. They're so hard to take down, although Poof is a very good way to clear them out. And all you really need to do is just continually send Necrobook units at the base, and maybe like a hero or 2 occasionally. Throw them Monkey Wrench to the plan of Not Today defending, and somehow get a couple of tier 4s in the process, whittle them down. I don't know if you really need to take this super fast if you're compLexity. 3-2-2, maybe? It's a possibility. I don't know, man. the game is still in limbo, although I would give the chances to compLexity to win this game 95% and 5% for not today. So a big factor in that percentage is going to be throws. And compLexity have to, I don't think they should rush this. They have to wait for their own buyback more so than anything else, which is, it's going to be a while. About 4 minutes for pretty much every important hero on the side of compLexity. And that's about the same for not today, maybe 3 minutes for them. And the problem with not today is I don't know how they ever get outside of their base. And that's how you take a... You're supposed to take fights outside of your base, because if you take a fight inside your base, there's a good chance that, well, first of all, Polyrath I choose, you will die. Secondly, these tier 4s probably go down as well. They're half health, so that's a problem. They do have Glyph in 52 seconds, but... It again just comes down to throws. I don't want to call this as over yet, man. I don't think it is. I really don't think this is over yet. There is a long way for not today to go, but one big fight with no buybacks on compLexity could seal the deal for not today to take a huge victory. And I don't think there's any recorded... well, first of all, they're probably down like, yeah, they're down 15,000 net worth with mega creeps as well. I'm not sure if there's a recorded comeback in this situation with full mega creeps coming back from this situation. At least not in 6.83. Maybe in actual Dota throughout the ages, probably, but... A Vlad's picked up coming up for line. That's a very solid choice. Any other items that we haven't talked about yet? We already talked about the Confused Blade coming up for Ifrit, which is pretty nice. Storm is... He's had to buy back a couple of times, so his item progression has been stifled. He's at 3.2k gold now. What else do we got going on here? A couple of Ghost Scepters, 3 in fact. That's such a huge item purchase coming out. A lot of the damage from compLexity coming from right click. This was the right decision to make. They smoke up. They're going to leave a couple heroes back in base, and they'll try to find somebody with 3 heroes. 4 heroes, actually. They have Van there. They also have Rowlers defending, but I mean, there is such good map control and map vision. So I think compLexity know this is happening. Z-Freak TP's back home. The only one sort of out of position is Squee, and I don't think he'll get caught out. He's so close to that tier 2 tower top lane. I don't think this smoke is going to work. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that the only person defending is Ifrit and Rowlers. This is the most obvious smoke cake maybe in the history of Dota.
Here I am.
And they don't get anything done with it because compLexity are playing smart. They're not playing in, they're not running at, they're not running at not today. Nisco is put up into the trees up here. If Z-Freak had a hawk, that would be something else. Z-Freak currently the only man with buyback, as you can clearly see. Ifrit is getting dangerously close to being the net worth leader in this game. And so far, game number 1 has been an absolute treat. compLexity versus not today. Game 1. Stellar performance thus far from both squads, but compLexity have just played a lot better in this first game. And they're looking to just continue on and maybe take this first game handedly by finishing off at least just getting these tier 4s, which is easier said than done. Age is now gone. It might be time for compLexity to make a move. Again, they'll have to go through a couple of buybacks here and there. In fact, a lot of the Radiant squad, the only one that doesn't have it is Rowlers, and that's huge. Ziz has his. He has his BKB. They have to find a way to keep him alive. He's been getting initiated on. They'll doom between him and Swindle. They'll doom one of those 2 heroes. Squee does have Blink Black Hole ready to go. And they're going to smoke up. They're going to try to jump into the base. And they're going to wait for somebody to defend this. Smash is going to be the one. Oh, this could be a big black hole if Squee can find it. Blink. Black hole only under Rowlers, and it gets canceled. Oh, no, Squee. He waited a bit too long. Now the fight breaking out. Smash looking for Squee. Bolt Lightning's back up. Roar was available. They're not going to use it. Van looking to fight. Ghost Scepter's going to go. Swindle trying to fight. Realizes Ghost Scepter pops the BKB. Smash backing away. Ifrit getting blown up by Ziz. And Ifrit does have that buyback. He's going to have to use it. Misco on the back line. Goodbye. And now Not Today are crumbling. This defense, not the one they were looking for. Tier 4 tower number 1 dead. Tier 4 tower number 2 about to fall. Very close. And compLexity will reset the fight. Smash used the cheese as well. They're ready to go back in. Roar is down for 46 seconds. Omni Slash ready to go. He's got a Blink Dagger as well. Will he jump in? They back away. Tier 4 tower does stay alive, just barely. 41 minutes, and they still cannot finish this game off. It's so close. compLexity, they can almost taste it. Not today. They're defending with their absolute lives. Many, many buybacks forced out, and everyone from compLexity has theirs. There's no reason to wait any longer, I think, at this point. You have every item you could possibly hope for. Maybe wait for the Daedalus from Swindle, but even then, I don't know if that's necessary. He's going to fly out nothing. That's a Smoke of Deceit, not necessary. They're going to try to go again. Maybe wait for Black Hole, but that's a long cooldown. 2 minutes still before that's back up and ready to go. Ball Lightning, Smash, jumping in. Roar not going yet. Blink forward from Ziz. Looking for an Omni Slash. Smash. Get Malphite. He's going to fall. He has no buyback as well. Smash now. The cornerstone of this team falling. Ifrit as well in some trouble. Blink 4. They take down one. Smash finally buys back Swiddle. Getting obliterated. The Omni Slash going to work now. Can he get a single kill? ZYZZ out of the Omni. BKBs, but does fall to Smash. Buyback from everybody. Smash word up. He is going to fall to dieback. 4 dead. And finally, compLexity will take the victory. A long 42-minute game. They had it at about 20. And they'll finish the game off now. And it's styling performance coming out from compLexity Dota. What a first game to lead things off here. Quite the start. Ooh, baby. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm alone for today. Make sure you follow us here on twitch.tv/Dota2 Canada Cup, Dota2.ca, twitter.com/Dota2 Canada, where you can find a giveaway for the Steel Series Rival Mouse. I will have F4L joining me for the next game. Hopefully the next 2 games, as we might see a 3-game series on our hands. compLexity, they need 1 victory to secure their trip to the semifinals. And of course, not today. They've got to win this next one to stay alive. With that being said, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll be back in just a second, guys. Stick around.